Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. In today's video, we're going to take an in-depth look at this 2025 Toyota Camry XSE. Check out that front grille and those front sexy headlights. But before we get started, I would like to say a huge thank you to Modern Toyota in Asheboro, North Carolina for the opportunity to film this beautiful 2025 Camry. I'll be sure to leave all of Modern Toyota of Asheboro's contact information, including their website, in the description box below. I understand that some people like the regular standard stuff. They like things to stay the same. I'm not one of those people. I love change, and that's what this looks like to me. You can tell that this vehicle has gone through some changes, although the changes are not actually that dramatic from year to year. There's obviously changes that they make in little tweaks and touches here and there, but to me this is the best iteration of the Camry yet, and I'll probably say that about the next generation as well, because they just keep getting better. It's a hybrid electric vehicle, which just means it's a hybrid. Like I said in the intro, this one is the XSE, so that's going to give you better wheels. It's going to give you a feistier grille up front. It's going to give you black highlights all over the vehicle. This one also has that gorgeous panoramic roof that I absolutely love because it makes the cabin feel so much bigger on the inside. Look at that windswept look down the side of it. Again, those 5-spoke wheels, man, those just look so cool. And did I mention the front grille? I don't think I did, but I love it. I think it looks so cool. It almost looks like it's an electric vehicle, because you know how electric vehicles really don't have a grille, or they have a grille with tiny holes in it. I just like the way this looks. You've got LED headlights up front, then you've got a daytime running light that goes here, and then it goes all the way across and connects in the other headlight. That's just a super cool look to me. And then you have this functional air curtain, believe it or not. That is functional. It's a pass-through. And then you have light there, all LED, of course, right up front. You've got some safety system stuff going on right up here up front, which we will get into. But I think this is just a fabulous looking Camry. The overall length is 193.5 inches. Overall width is 72.4 inches. Height is 56.9 inches. Wheelbase is 111.2 inches. The turning circle is 37.4 feet, and it has a whopping 5.4 inches of ground clearance. Take a look at that, folks. This thing has 225 total system horsepower, but you're gonna get 47 miles per gallon combined. And look at that, 48 in the city, 47 on the highway, and over a 5-year period, you're gonna save an estimated $4,000 compared to the average new vehicle in fuel. Annual fuel cost, $1,100. That is not too shabby. I really appreciate the fact that a vehicle that is this size, it's got 225 horsepower, gets 47 miles per gallon average. The starting MSRP is $34,600, but by the time you get all the way down here after everything added on, this one in particular is $41,210. Now let's take a quick look at the trunk. You can see over here on the right side, as long as all the doors are unlocked, in between the R and the Y, there's a rubber button on the underside of the lip. You just pop that and the trunk comes up. And look at there. That is a great big old fat trunk. You do have the ability to fold down that trunk right there, 60-40 split. All the room you can get on the left side, and on the right side you can get a handful of golf bags. You can get tons of groceries, plenty of luggage, all you need right there for a nice little trip. And then right here is going to be your backup camera just under the M. And take a look at this. You see your lights right there, your LED license plate lights? That's the light, the right side light for your license plate. There's the left side light for your license plate, and it's LED, both of them. I'll bet you a donut those never ever burn out. By the way, there's a keyhole right there, and that's all right there. Nice and easy. So under the hood here is your 5th generation hybrid system 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It makes a total combined system horsepower output of 225, and that's about it. It's just your basic, perfect Toyota engine that's just gonna last 1,700,000 billion trillion million miles. That's all that is. That's all you're looking at. And it's all you're ever gonna have to do is really change the oil and just do basic maintenance to it. I mean, there's things that can happen, but otherwise there wouldn't be a warranty. However, they're pretty daggone reliable. Let's take a look at the back seat. By the way, you do have disc brakes in the rear. There again are those sexy wheels. You have disc brakes in the front as well. Back seat right here. And this one has the black interior. You can see in the perforated little dots there that there's like these blue, it's almost like a blue little fleck that's in the perforations in the seats. Gives it a little bit more of a look. I don't know where that came from at all. So there you go. There's your back seat. Plenty of room. And then you have your interior of your door there. Brushed aluminum look, lock, power door switch or power window switch. And that's going to be the back seat. And now here's the front seat. So take a look. Power switches all right there. The same continuity of the brushed aluminum look. You do have a soft surface here, and that matches the perforated look of the driver's seat there. You have leather trimmed seats. Maybe you can see that blue highlight a little bit more there in the perforated portion of the driver's seat. Nice bolstering for your driver's seat there. So taking a look at the steering wheel in the Camry, over here on the left side, there is a back arrow. There is an icon for a phone, a multi-directional keypad up, down, left, right, with OK in the middle. And then you have a volume button here, voice commands here. On the right side is going to be radar cruise control, lane mitigation, radar cruise control distance, and then arrows, and then mode. So the way to think of the bottom of the steering wheel here on these 4 panels is going to be all audio. This is going to have to do with Bluetooth, and this multi-directional keypad controls all of the settings on the dash, which is totally digital, and it is beautiful and nice and colorful and bold. And then of course cruise control. Up here you do also have paddle shifters, even though it's a continuous variable transmission. Over here on the left you can downshift, over here on the right you can upshift. So that's that. Over here on the left side is going to be your turn signal stalk, and you can see auto right there. That's what I would recommend doing, is leaving your headlights in the automatic position so that they turn on automatically as the sun goes down. And then over here on the right side is going to be for your windshield wipers, mist, off, intermittent, low, and high. This controls the intermittent speed. Pull it back toward you, and that will mist the windshield so you can wash it off. Now taking a look at this fully digital dash, I'm going to be using that multi-directional keypad on the left side of the steering wheel that I showed you before in order to do all of what I'm about to do with this digital dash. And so pressing it left, you can see now it says adaptive cruise mode, and you can see down here at the bottom it says 3, and so there's 2 and then there's 1. I'm still pressing left. Now I'm pressing right, 1, 2, 3, or 3. Then inside of that, it says hold OK to change settings. There you go. So I just pressed OK in the middle of the keypad, and you can see it says adaptive cruise mode. And then you can see right there on the right side is a little area that you can make more selections. See that? So I'm pressing down right now. And so if I want to go over to the right, I press right, and now that puts driving support right there. Now I'm going to go left, and then I'm going to make a selection. Let's go settings. This allows you to control heads-up display. So heads up display is now on. It was off. And then lane departure assist, and then blind spot monitor, pre-collision system, pedestrian detection, rear cross traffic alert is RCTA, safe exit assist. Oh yeah, safe exit assist is if you open your door into traffic, it will beep, beep, beep and let you know that you don't want to do that. We want that on. Road sign alert, and then that basically just tells you what road signs are coming up. Vehicle settings, I'm going to press and hold. And then brake suggestion, that lets you know that you need to take a break based on how many times it has to correct you with your steering wheel. DRCC is dynamic radar cruise control, and I can press that. And then acceleration, guide message, and curve speed reduction. That is so cool. So it can, as the name implies, reduce speed around a curve. Tire pressure warning, and then scheduled maintenance. Pressing back. So then going over here, EV ratio, navigation. So now this is going to customize what I have, what is displayed in the tachometer, inside the tachometer area. And so right now it is audio. So that is so cool, using the multi-directional keypad on the left side. You see over here there's a little car and it says EV, means that right now the vehicle is working off of electricity. Now the engine just cut on, so EV turned off. So now the engine is powering everything so that it can put a little bit of a charge back onto the battery and support all of the systems that are going right now, like the lights and the AC and all that stuff. And you can see over on the left side, I've been saying tachometer. This technically is not a tachometer. This is a kilowatt meter. So that on the left side, it is an electric version of a tachometer. That's how you know that where you are in the range of charge, eco, power, all that, via the kilowatt meter. Now this is the main display screen. Right here it is 12.4 inches. This thing is a nice size, so we can go English, and so this makes me want to connect as if I am the new owner. I don't want to do that. Instead, I can just go to music, and I can go to audio sources. And so you can see the screen is nice and bright. It's actually nice and fingerprint free. So it's not actually like a muted, like a flat look. It's shiny, but it does not retain fingerprints, which is absolutely fabulous. You can see here it says favorites, and you can move that up and down based on how many favorites you have selected in here. But this is going to be all XM satellite radio. You can go FM radio, and then that's going to be all of your stations in your FM dial. Or you can pick by FM radio genre. Isn't that neat? So news, oldies, that is just such a good way of doing everything, or of selecting FM dials stations, especially if you're in an area that you're not familiar. So that is a super neat thing. Then I can go back to sources, and you can see radio, Apple Music, Amazon Music. In order to use the Apple Music, I have to subscribe and all that stuff. Or I can use my Apple CarPlay or Android Auto as a source as well. In order to do that, I have to connect my Bluetooth device. I don't necessarily want to do that right now. And then here is vehicle information. Then I can go climate. And then this is how I can control fan speed. You can see that at the bottom. I can go to this switch here and move the switch up and alter the fan speed right there. Then I can go comfort, and there's my heated steering wheel. And then I'm going to go down here to settings at the bottom, and then this is all going to be things that I want to customize according to how I want the vehicle to operate. And this is what I really recommend messing with whenever you get in and you get this thing and it's brand new and you get it home for the first time. Set aside some time to go to this screen, the settings wheel, and then peruse all of these and set up the vehicle exactly the way you want it to be. Here's some examples. I can go general and screen beep. You know, you hear it's beeping, right? I don't like the screen beep. Now it doesn't beep. Isn't that great? I like screen sensitivity at 3. So a higher value will allow a smoother operation with gloves. It'll also allow a smoother operation without gloves. So that's my preferred setting right there. Then I can go, let's do another one. Let's say display. Automatically brighten and lower based on time and ambient light. That's exactly what I want to happen. So when the sun is down and it goes and it gets dark, this is going to darken so it doesn't strain my eyes. Isn't that great? And so then I can go vehicle customize. This is really cool too. I can go lights, and I can adjust the sensitivity of the lights, auto on sensitivity. And here's what I recommend. You can go normal. So when the sensitivity is at brighter, the headlights are going to cut on sooner as the sun goes down. When the sensitivity is darker, the headlights are going to delay before they cut on, and they're going to cut on as it's darker outside. I just recommend normal. And so these are just all kinds of different things that you can control, that you can do for yourself. Back to the home screen, and then you can get started by signing up with Drive Connect. Okay, now here are your climate settings, and I love the fact that Toyota made the climate settings separate from the touch screen settings so that you have manual buttons that you have to use in order to adjust your climate settings. That's a great thing. Please, Toyota, never integrate these into the screen. Auto makes it work just like the central air in your house. So when auto is activated, it will maintain the cabin at the temperature that is displayed here. Then it has 3 level heated seats and 3 level ventilated seats. Ventilated is not air conditioned. Ventilated simply recirculates the air inside the cabin through the seat, but that's really, really nice. That is going to be your front and rear defrost. This is temperature control. You can see that. And then where it says sync, you can see sync is activated, so therefore the temperature is changing at the same time when I press the driver's side. If I deactivate sync, now they are independent of one another. See that? So sync is back on, just like that. This manually controls the fan speed. And this is for your heated steering wheel. I can push it on once and it says auto. I can push it on again and that's the highest setting. I can push it on again and that's the lowest setting. So it's actually a 2-level heated steering wheel. This is fan direction that controls foot and face, foot only, defrost and foot, back to face. And then that's your hazard lights. These are really nice. They're kind of close together, but I like how that works. The area that we're looking at right now in front of the gear shifter, you can see this area that I'm talking about. That is your Qi wireless charger. So I can place that on there and it will charge my phone. And then right here is going to be USB-C, and that is USB. A little bit of storage here, and then behind that storage you have cup holders here. Right here is obviously your gear shifter. Back into park, and you can see Eco, Normal, and Sport. These are called selectable drive modes. Eco makes it so that it drives more fuel efficiently. So when it's in Eco, you're going to have to really push the accelerator pedal down to achieve speed. Whenever it's in Sport, it doesn't require as much pedal travel, so that the accelerator will be much more sensitive and it will feel faster. Normal is a combination of Sport and Eco. Normal's probably where you're going to drive it the most. Hold is brake hold, so when that is active, you'll see hold on the dash, and when you come to a complete stop at a stoplight, you can let your foot off of the brake and it will hold the brake for you automatically while the light is red. And then whenever the light turns green, all you do is tap the accelerator and go. EV mode allows you to drive at lower speeds, basically parking lot speeds, under about 15-20 miles an hour, just on electricity, and that depends on the charge on the battery. The way to achieve a high charge on the battery is to just drive it around 15-20 minutes. It will charge whenever you're coasting. It will also send more charge whenever you apply the brakes. It's called regenerative braking. And then right here is your parking brake. And when you pull it up toward you, it activates the parking brake. And when you push it down, it deactivates the parking brake. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for our look at the 2025 Toyota Camry Hybrid. Super cool car. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. But remember, the most important thing of all, have a wonderful day, everybody.